You're not going to catch me making a funny face. Oh. Good morning, oh my god, it's the 15th. Good morning, I'm Sharaad Kuttan and welcome to BFM's Morning Headlines. It's the 15th of November and it's a Friday, which makes me very happy. And in fact, another person who is extraordinarily happy is this young man. He is Malaysian, Yong Wee Kiong from Sabah. But if you remember, a couple of months ago was the center of a campaign to save him from the gallows. He's apparently been, now he's had his sentence changed. He's been resentenced because of legal reforms in the city-state that allows for judges now to have discretionary power in sentencing when in the past there was mandatory sentencing, something that we still suffer from in Malaysia, and it doesn't allow judges discretionary power when it comes to sentencing. So we have a huge problem of people on death row in this country, some 900 or so, and it's growing every time somebody faces the death penalty. He's been sentenced to life imprisonment and 15 strokes of the cane. Now, as I understand, life imprisonment in Malaysia means 20 years, but you get a third off for good behavior, which means you effectively spent 14 years in jail. As for corporal punishment, the caney, he apparently is a bit concerned about this at this point now that his life has been spared. Is that commensurate with the kind of crime he committed? That since he didn't commit a crime that involved violence, he shouldn't be, some would argue, subjected to corporal punishment. It's a subject for the public to debate on the New Straits Times, and this is actually, you'll see in most newspapers today that the other big story is this. Young kids having done their UPSR and now getting their results. I think this is the best photograph of the day. A young girl doing the split in the air. In fact, when it comes to photographs, big epic fail. Both the Malay male and the son carry the same photograph, and it comes from Panama. It's a great photograph though. But on the front page of the New Straits Times is the story of a new initiative by government to increase the fight against corruption. Apparently the Prime Minister has agreed to the establishment of an independent Malaysian Anti-Corruption Services Commission and the elevation of the status of the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission Chief Commissioner. Whether that's going to result in more people being charged in court and higher conviction rates, that's something left to be seen. Now, the other big issue that's brewing in the newspapers this morning is the Hudud issue. And there you have two newspapers, Sinar Harian and Utusan Malaysia. Now, Sinar Harian goes with this. Contohi Brunei, which means follow Brunei's lead. As you know, the kingdom has recently decided it wants to implement the Sharia penal code. And that will result in the forms of punishment that has become kind of synonymous with hudud, which is, the chopping hands and stoning for adultery and stuff. Is this a ploy? This has to do with Kelantan though, and it seems to be egging the Kelantan government on to do what it claims to represent, which is the Islamic agenda. So that's Utusan, and Utusan does the same thing, you see. The question is PAS ready? This question might be addressed to the upcoming PAS Muktamar, which is its General Assembly, which starts next Friday. Also in the newspapers is this little story in JB. It's getting a lot of coverage online and in the social media. Graffiti that depicts the problem of crime in Johor in a kind of funny, cutie way. The Johor Municipal Council took it down, and now there's been a counter response, which is to put it back up. But as peel-offs, there's a kind of war going on between the Municipal Council and the public in terms of acknowledging the problem of crime and having it expressed in terms of art on walls. For some people it's vandalism, for others it's just in bad taste, not good PR for the city. But what is the reality of crime in Johor? That seems to be the more important issue. Now, Berita Harian goes with what it calls an exclusive. Apparently, immigration officials at KLIA and LCCT have been on the take. That's the word, disogo. So, word of the day, disogo. And that means to be bribed. They've been bribed to allow foreign workers in, undocumented workers in. So, is this something that unexpected? I don't think so. But what is unexpected, This is Harian Metro, because with Harian Metro everything is to be expected. It's a story about a man and a woman who run a store who've encountered this odd response. People have said, well, we didn't see your store. So what happened? What was happening? And apparently some black magic was being played by a rival, and they caught the rival spreading kunyit and rice, which apparently has magical powers. So turmeric and rice in front of his store. Apparently this creates a magical wall of invisibility. Only with Harian Metro will you get this story as your lead story. But there you have it. Those are the headlines for this Friday, the end of the week. I'm so glad I've got here in one piece. Have a great weekend. Keep those comments coming. We look forward to improving this segment for you. I'm Sharaad Kuttan, and it's been BFM's Morning Headlines, BFM 89.9.